Hi guys, I'm Chloe from Brit& Co. I'm so excited to talk to you. Thanks for chatting with me.
Hi,
Hey,
Chloe.
thanks for speaking to us. Thanks for watching the show.
He keeps doing this thing where he does this
I
in the
talked to
mic,
the
so
microphone.
we just
I wish I
smile.
had a visible microphone that I could also do that, but we'll
Yeah.
make do. I am such a huge fan of both of yours and have wanted to talk to y'all for such a long time. I'm so excited to chat.
Thank you.
Likewise.
Yes, of course. And one thing that kind of early on made me laugh out loud was the fact that Lana, when she is on TV, stops all the boys in their tracks. And I have to know who your first like TV movie crush was.
Oh,
Great question.
Tom Felton and Harry Potter. It's so weird.
What?
Malfoy. It says a lot about my own internalized racism,
That's
I think,
so
as
bizarre.
a child.
That was your stop, though.
And like I had a crush on both Mary Kate and Ashley.
Yeah.
So, and then Tom Felton. It was a weird one. What about you?
Guys can't really say that, so
That Tom Felton?
no, I
So your
think my first
crush?
on-screen crush, I think it was Tom Cruise, man. I think seeing Tom
Whoa.
Cruise
In
in
what?
A Few Good Men. And I was like,
Okay.
oh, this is like cool acting. I really like this.
Got it.
Yeah, yeah.
Good to
I love
know.
that. Great
Also
answers.
Donatello in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
You had a crush on
One.
a turtle?
Yes.
Okay.
A huge crush on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Those guys were great.
I love
I've
that.
never seen that.
Really? The most successful indie movie of all time?
Never.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
No,
Yeah.
haven't.
And Chloe, you said that this is one of your favorite things that you have ever done.
Mm.
And I would be so curious to know for both of you, was there a specific moment, either in pre-production or while filming, where you realized that this would be like a really standout experience for you?
Oh my God. Yeah, I felt like there was less moments where it didn't feel like that. I think
Mm,
every step of the way throughout, even just like
Let's talk
getting
about
the
those.
book and then getting cast and shooting it felt so heightened and kind of surreal. Um, just the contents of it alone, like when I first read the book, because it's in script format and because I just knew it was going to get made, I freaked out and was like, oh my God, if I don't play this character, I should quit acting because I have to. Something about me just felt like I had it, like I needed to do it. I felt so pulled to the material. I felt so seen by it. And the entire process was um extremely engaging and I think in a lot of ways therapeutic
mm,
and a really, there's a lot of emotions pent up in the stories and the themes of the show, but it's also really, really funny and really, really smart. And I
yeah.
think in any being surrounded by like high quality creatives is an incredible experience. And then to have on top of that, them be AAPI, it's like you can't really ask for a better combination.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Has agreed fist bump.
Yeah.
What about you, Ronnie? Do you have
Uh,
anything to add?
so reading the book was great for many reasons. Spoke to me as actor, as an Asian person. Very very smart book. Never thought it'd be made into a TV show because I thought it'd be too
Yeah.
complicated. And then when the script came in and it was Chao Ji, the guy who wrote the book, based on the book, it's Taika.
Mm.
It was Hulu. It was you read the script, it's ambitious, and that was kind of like I knew it was going to be it's something I want to be a part of.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was when I knew it was like, yeah, this yeah, I'm so lucky to be asked to be a part of this when it came, the
Yes.
moment it came in, honestly.
Yes, and y'all knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
Um,
Thank you.
Lana and Willis kind of interrupt the idea of nothing ever changes, and I would love to know if there was a moment between if there was a moment for you that it made you think about a decision that kind of changed everything for you.
Yeah, you have a few of those.
In the show or in my life?
Just kind of in your or either or, but in your life is kind of what I was asking originally, but either or if you have a better answer.
Yeah, I mean, I think early on in my career, my mixed race identity seemed to be like so much more of a thing than I ever understood it as growing up. Um,
Hmm.
and I come from a very diverse household, and I also my dad is Chinese, and I think I felt a lot more, I guess, Chinese than what the world perceived perceived me as. And that was that was a weird, confusing concept for me.
With your Chinese grandmother too.
Yeah.
That's what.
And I was living in China and then I moved to LA. And so like I came having a pretty clear idea of who I was and what I was. And then to be immediately told within the context of TV and film and the media, that's actually not what you are. You know, I was, you know, and when I first was auditioning, I was told literally in the room that I was not. They're like, well, you're not white enough to be the lead, obviously. That was that. But you're not Asian enough to be the Asian part. We just don't know what to do with you because that was the best audition of the day. And I would get that a lot where my work never was able to speak for itself. My identity and what I was perceived as was. And that can really do a number on what you think of yourself. And I remember agreeing with that, like genuinely being like, oh, head scratcher, that's true. And then one day you know, my dad, it was back when you physically printed out your resume and your headshots. And I like this very cinematic moment, but I deleted Wong and which is my last name. And I put in my dad's first name because I still wanted my dad's name. So my dad's first name is Bennett. And that was the first audition I got. And I've never been Chloe Bennet. I'm still not Chloe Bennet. I am Chloe Wong. It's just what, you know, so for me, changing that, like that wasn't some big, awesome moment. I think people have different opinions on, you know, whether or not doing that was good or bad. And I also have those same opinions. Like there's something really negative about, you know, whitewashing yourself to fit something. And I was like, you know, so there's a lot of complexity with that. And I haven't really, you know, settled on the right thing or if it was the right thing, but here I am. And I think yeah. So for me, that was, I think, one of the more prominent ways I realized that things could change or you could change and that doesn't necessarily mean it's good.
Yeah. Really opened a can of worms here.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, thank you so much for sharing, Ronnie. Did you have an answer as well?
The moment, I guess the no going back, nothing's the same moment is I just graduated from law school and then I decided to try to do stand-up comedy. And that was the moment for me of like putting behind this very familiar thing I was going to do, which is this kind of very corporate world, very common life that all my friends had, and trying to do this, essentially join the circus and try to do dick jokes in bars to people who don't care about you. And that was such a different world to what I was coming from. So for me, that was kind of like the no going back moment of
I mean, he's a full-blown lawyer, by the way. Like you were.
I mean, I passed the bar in Australia, but not in the US. But my point is that you go from like corporate world to like full on performing artists, live performing artists. So that was two different worlds for me.
It's an extremely brave.
Yeah, everybody's. I mean, yeah, every job requires its bravery.
Every job requires its bravery.
Yeah.
That's a quote right there. I love that.
Yeah, go for it.
Iconic.
Well, thank you so much for chatting with me. It's always good to bond with another Chloe. Congratulations.
I love that.
Yes,
I never meet
Chloe.
Yay.
Well, thank you so much and congratulations.
Thanks,
This is like a standout show.
Oh, that's very nice.
I'm
I'm glad you liked it. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks for speaking to us.
Bye.
Bye.